Alright guys, we're here going to talk about the industrialization. I'm going to kind of make a bunch of different videos here just using this PowerPoint that covers mainly everything. So you can look at a couple of these or you can look at them all. It's up to you. We've already talked about a good portion of them, but I think it's just another way of looking at the information and gathering the information. Alright, so when we talk about the industrialization, I always like this video because you see the factories over in New Jersey and the clouds and the scare. And again, that whole concept that we've been trying to address is at what cost does America industrialize? Okay, and just reviewing the causes of industrialization. Again, we talked about the abundance of natural resources such as coal, iron, copper, timber. Also on here we should probably put oil, and how all those kind of go together with the railroad, which we'll talk about in a few minutes. You have the abundance of labor supply. You're going to have an increase in immigration. Also, we're going to use an increased amount of child labor as well as farm labor, who is now leaving the farms and coming into the cities for work, as well as female women workers. Okay. The advanced transportation network, we talked about this with the railroads and the influence of expanding markets, transportation of goods, resources, things like that. Okay. Capital, a lot of money. We talked about that with the industrialists we're currently looking at. Technological advances, we've already looked at some of those. Friendly government policies. All right. This is a time period from the Civil War on where the government is going to try to get people to move to the West, so they give the land grants. The Homestead Act has a great influence on the development of the Western territories and those cities and the resources out west and things like that. Also, this is going to be a time period of the protective tariff, where they're going to increase the tax rates and the taxes on imported goods by almost at one point 44%. All right, so it's high tariff rate. All right, and then obviously we talked a little bit about laissez-faire policies, the hands-off approach.